question to you is, who the heck are you going to watch the movie with? Welcome back to One's Journey of Unwinding the Mind and, of course, your daily microdose. Now, tune in to the latest episode of One's Journey. Today, I want to talk about watching the movie and who we choose to watch the movie with and really how that impacts our entire experience, I guess you could say. So, we talked in the past about perception of love versus fear, and do people really change, or is it your perception that changes? And then also this concept of being the observer. So I think it's Eckhart Tolle, and I think I've mentioned it before. He talks about who is the I speak of. So there must be an observer there. And when it comes to, when we look at this illusion, we know that the script is already written, the ego script is already written, but it being a holographic universe means there's like multiple facets to look at. So my friend Cassidy, she likes to say it's like a gem with many facets, and depending where you look, which facet of the gem, it looks completely different. Well, we have the opportunity as well. So when we say the script is already written, I don't believe that means like everything is exactly laid out for you. I believe there's multiple options of what that looks like, and that depends on which perspective you choose. And then, of course, if the Holy Spirit decides to shift your timeline based on the forgiveness lesson you have practiced. But okay, if the script is already written and there's certain lessons that we must experience and move through in order to get to the next stage, right? Even though we know there isn't stages, because again, we're talking about something outside of the illusion. But that means that all of the anxiety and frustration and the time you take trying to manipulate a situation that is out of your control, how much time that takes away from you, and how much it causes you to identify with what is going on rather than observe what is going on. I'm not saying go sit on a park bench and do nothing. I'm talking about, what if in fact you are the actor playing whoever you are? I am an actor playing Ashley. So my role right now is that of Ashley. That's not who I am. I'm not Ashley, but it is my role. So when I really look at this experience as I am playing a role, then that means when amazing thing happens to me, of course I'm going to enjoy it, right? Just like if I was an actress and she got to fly to Paris and eat all the most amazing food, of course I'm going to enjoy that. But if all of a sudden her plane crashed in the movie and she was stranded on an island, well, no, let's not go that far. Okay. If she went to Paris and fell in love and her heart was broken, would I identify with that? No, because Ashley is just the role I am playing. She is not, in fact, who I am. She is just the role. Can I empathize with her? Yeah, but I do not identify with that. I do not identify with the sacrifice and the separation and the anger and the sadness in which she is feeling because of that instance. Instead, I play the part. I went through it with her, but I always remained the observer. I always remained the actress in the play instead of identifying fully with Ashley, the character. So by us being able to take the observer's role, think of it as watching a movie. So if you are watching a movie and it's on the screen, but you are constantly adjusting the color and the sound, and you've got your remote and you're doing all these different adjustments, are you actually able to watch the movie? No, because you're constantly trying to interact with the movie. You're constantly trying to manipulate the movie to fit what you think it should look like. So we have that option. And that's really the option of watching the movie with the ego, right? We constantly got to shift it because 1 minute the lighting's like this, then like that, and we got to make it perfect. And every time we make it a certain way, it is not completely perfect because something new happens. And then we have to do that, whether it's the color or the sound or, all the different things we can manipulate and that become chaotic. We're never actually watching the movie. We're just adjusting the movie constantly. And then we've got this guy over here named Jesus or the Holy Spirit or your highest self. And they're like, hey, we know this movie. We've seen it 1,000,000 times. We know exactly how to adjust the color when and turn the volume on and down and everything else, but you have to let me. That statement of you have to let me is a very humbling one, because it's us acknowledging that maybe we're not in as much control as we think we are. Maybe we're not little magicians. Maybe, in fact, there is something greater out there that knows better than we do. Holy shit, oh my gosh, we have to admit that. So let's say we say, okay, highest self, you know this movie the best, or Holy Spirit, or Jesus, or whatever. I want to watch it with you. Because I know for me, like, if I don't have to F with all the controls all the time, that is way more enjoyable than messing with the controls all the time. It's way more enjoyable to have someone else handle that for you and not impact the movie, and you just get to sit back and enjoy, and what I say is eat your popcorn. When you are over here watching the movie with the ego, you do not have free hands to eat popcorn, my friend. You don't even have enough hands to manipulate what you are trying to manipulate. So you are so distracted. But over here, when you sit in the theater with Jesus and your Holy Spirit or your highest self, whatever you want to call that guide you have internally that knows truth and can see the bigger picture, you could sit there and eat popcorn all freaking day. You're just sitting there eating popcorn. You're not identifying with things because the Holy Spirit's going to shift it. It's going to make that lighting better one day. And you also know that you are just an actress in that role. You are not truly Ashley or whatever your name is who you're watching this video. You are playing that role in the movie right now. So enjoy the ups. Enjoy the exciting, beautiful things. And when there's times that you don't have to forgive in this movie, celebrate like hell. But then when there is times that call for forgiveness and they call for adjusting of the volume and the light and all of that, who are you watching the movie with? Because if you're watching the movie with your highest self, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, God, Buddha, whatever, then all you gotta say is, hey, I'm handing this over to you. Will you adjust this? I want to release this. I want to forgive this part of the movie because I know I'm not a part of this movie. I'm an actress in this movie. Can you handle that for me? And guess what? If you truly surrender it and truly trust, it will be relieved. But if you ask and you still really like to watch a movie with the ego and, only want your highest self to adjust like the volume a little bit right here, but you still want to be impacting the color, that doesn't work. Remember, we can't have one foot in each door. It's either one or the other, my friend. And at any moment, you can choose different. So my question to you is, who the heck are you going to watch the movie with? Are you going to watch the movie with the ego? Okay, if you want to, that's fine. Or are you going to watch the movie with your highest self, Holy Spirit, Jesus, God, whatever you may believe, and eat your freaking popcorn? Because you know where you can find me most of the time? Over here eating popcorn. Do we sometimes forget and go into the wrong theater? Yeah. But all I got to do is walk back out that door and go back into this theater where there's popcorn aplenty and love flowing like crazy, and just grace and honoring and all the things that I want in my movie theater. So share with me, which movie theater are you watching the movie in? And yeah, what did you think of this video? As always, thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for being a part of the Be Me community. Please share below which theater are you watching it in, my friend? Which theater do you want to watch the movie in? And comment any upcoming videos you would like to see. And as always, friend, remember, you are worth it. So much love. Bye-bye.